All right, it being 1:30, we're going to commence proceedings before the special magistrate for the city of Palatka, Florida. Today is July 16th, 2024. By way of introduction, my name is Ron Brown. I'm an attorney licensed in the state of Florida, and pursuant to city code and state law, I've been appointed by the city commission of the city of Palatka to preside over today's proceedings. This is not a formal court of law. We're not required to follow the official rules of evidence or civil procedures you might find at the county courthouse, but we are required by law to follow the basic notions of due process and fairness, and we're going to attempt to do that as best we can. And one of the ways we're going to do that is make sure everyone has an opportunity to be heard, to present any evidence and testimony they may have, to present any questions they may have, and hopefully get good answers regarding those questions. At the conclusion of the proceedings, I'll be making a decision as to whether a violation has occurred based on the evidence and testimony that are presented at this hearing. The only thing I can really refer to is what happens here today at the hearing as it's called. So that's what my judgment will be limited to. If in the event I find a violation, I'll issue an order indicating the violation and the findings that support that violation, and whether there are any fines that may be levied in the future with regards to a violation for which there's no compliance. The requirement of law that we have due process also requires that the evidence be substantial and competent. And what that means is that the evidence must be such that a reasonable person could reach a reasonable conclusion regarding the matters presented. The law also requires that all evidence testimony shall be sworn testimony. And what I'm going to do in order to preserve a clean record, I'm going to go ahead and ask each of the code enforcement officers who will be testifying to stand and take an oath. Then I'm going to ask each respondent who is present in their case if they would take an oath at that time after they identify themselves. So let the record show that Mr. Cutright and Ms. Lowe and Mr. Green have all stood and then raised their right hands. They're going to take the following oath. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you should give today should be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Now, let the record show that all three have answered in the affirmative. We're going to take the cases. There's an order to the agenda, I understand, and the first case is going to be case 2024-74, property located at 1223 Reed Street. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And owner of the property is Tiffany Chandler. Is that also correct?
Yes, sir. Yes.
All right. Is Tiffany Chandler present?
She's on the screen, sir.
Representing Tiffany Chandler. She's on Zoom. Hi there.
Hi, how are you?
Can you hear and see me okay?
Yes, I can.
Can you turn up the volume on her side a little bit? We're making sure we can see.
Okay, can you hear me?
All right. Can you give us your name and address for the record, please?
My name is Tiffany Chandler and the property address is 1223 Reed Street, Palatka.
We're going to need a little more volume, I think. Ms. Chandler, can you get a little closer to your mic? It might help.
Okay. Okay, what about now?
That's better. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Ms. Chandler, I'm going to take your word for it that you or she, and you are the owner of the property at 1223 Reed Street. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right. Could you raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you should give today should be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right. Thank you. What's going to happen, I'm not sure where you checked into the hearing, is that Mr. Green is going to be presenting a case on the behalf of the city regarding some alleged violations of city code at the property at 1223 Reed Street. He's alleging two violations, one of section 30-169 of the code regarding deteriorating paint, and section 30-169 of the code regarding rotten and weakened wood. I do want to inquire, did you get notice of this proceeding by mail?
Yes, I did.
Okay, and your correct mailing address is, hang on a minute, Mr. Green, what was the correct address? The 531 Main Street, number 621, is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, and El Segundo, is that how you pronounce that?
El Segundo.
California, 902-453-3006. I can see why you wanted to appear perhaps by Zoom, and thank you for doing that. All right, so you're the owner of the property, and you did receive notice by certified mail, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, very good. All right, Mr. Green, tell us what the violations are and your support. And Ms. Chandler, can you see the screen with the
Yes, sir.
Notice the scent up there, the display.
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Green's going to be presenting some photographs. And I want to make sure you can see them as he is describing them. All right,
Okay.
Mr. Green, did you also, I'm looking at this first one, did you also post this property?
Yes, that's the picture of the post now.
All right, and you signed an affidavit indicating the posting both here at City Hall and at the property?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right, Mr. Green, did you take the photographs you're going to show us today?
Yes, sir.
And do the photographs accurately represent the condition of the property on date in which you took them?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go to photograph. What's your first photograph?
This is just a general picture of the property of the house.
All right, which one is this one?
1223 Reed Street.
All right,
Then this picture start.
I just want to make sure you identify. I can't read the bottom of it. Okay, this is 69. How you got these numbered?
No, sir. This
I'm
is
sorry?
this is a general picture of the house. Period. So we're
All
gonna
right,
go to the
well,
we'll start.
I just need a reference for
Yes,
the
sir.
record.
Next slide.
This is page 69 of 100, 68 of 100. And I'll reference it. Okay, this is from which elevation?
This is from Reed Street.
Free Street?
Yes, sir.
All right. Is there something you want to tell me about a violation there or what?
No, sir. The next
All right.
slide.
All right. This is number 1A.
Yes, sir. This picture was taken 4/30/2024, and it's showing deteriorating paint and rotten and weakened wood.
All right.
This is the
Hang on. The deteriorating paint ordinance indicates all exposed wood must be stained or painted. Every part should be clean of graffiti, litter, dirt, or other debris. Where surfaces were once painted or stained, not more than 10% may be free of paint or stain. So how does this photo demonstrate a violation?
the deteriorating paint.
All right.
This is the east side of the wall of the house. This is taken from South 13th Street.
So I'm just looking at the siding of the house?
Yes, sir.
On the left-hand side of the
Yes, sir.
property.
Yes, sir.
And it's deteriorating. What needs to be done?
Removed and replaced with a clean coat of paint.
Okay, is there a color that's required?
No, sir. Also, this shows the rotten and weakened wood also.
Okay. So this is also the other violation, 30-169 rotten and weakened wood.
Yes, sir.
And that code provision provides a rotten or weakened portion should be removed, repaired, or replaced in a manner compatible with the rest of the structure or to match original materials and construction techniques. So which part of that elevation has rotten wood that needs to be replaced?
You have the right side of the photo at the bottom. They have rotten and weakened wood there, and then also the top where the angle is going down at the roof.
All right. So above there's a set of lines of the slats of the side of the house. So above those slats?
Yes, sir.
All of that is rotten?
Yes, sir. And then the right side at bottom of the picture with the rotten and weakened wood is it.
All right. I mean, how could you tell it was rotten from the elevation?
I see the dark part and it's like it's rotten.
Could you
It's
see,
black. It's black and weak. You can see it.
could you see loss of
Yes, sir.
wood there? What?
Yes, sir. There's lots of wood there.
Okay. All right. What's next? We've got two things there, painting it and replacing the rotten wood in two locations. Okay?
Yes,
What's
sir.
next?
Next slide.
This
This
number
picture was
1B.
taken. Yes, sir. This is the same picture, same elevation, same South 13th Street. This picture was taken 7/11/2024.
So is the rotten part on the lower right-hand corner on the bottom part or the top part?
That's like on the right side.
Okay, this is a different side?
No, sir, the same side.
Okay. Well, I was talking about, in your previous photo, you said that the rotten part was the lower right-hand corner?
Yes, sir.
Just, and help me, you were there and looked at it, and this picture trying to represent it, so it looks like the part above that looks worse.
Yes, sir, the slight. That's what I was talking about, the slight part at the bottom of the first, the slight.
Can you point to what you're talking about? Just making sure we're on the
Yeah, it
same
is right
page?
there.
Okay, so it's the bottom part of the top slat, three
Yes, sir.
slats. Okay, got you.
Yes, sir.
And then the gabled area on the top.
Yes, sir.
All right, what else?
Next slide. Sir. This is a closer picture of the gable part. This is picture 2A, taken 4/30/24.
So this is the same elevation as the previous picture.
This is just a close-up picture.
All right.
And you can see the rotten weakened wood right
I
there.
can see what you're talking about there.
Yes,
There's loss of material.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What next?
Next slide. This is 2B. This is another picture taken. This picture was taken 7/11/2024.
All right.
Next slide. This is 3A.
Great.
This is another picture of the rotten weakened wood on the same side of the
Now,
house.
which elevation is this?
This is the north of that rotten weakened wood that we just seen earlier.
First picture is where, which elevation as you look at the front?
This is the
On
side,
the
South
right or
13th
left?
Street. Sir,
Right
this
or
is
left?
the same wall.
Okay,
Yeah, same wall.
okay.
And this is just further down and lower.
But it's on, as you look at the front, it's on the right side of the
Yes,
house.
sir.
Okay. This is farther toward the front?
Yes, further toward the
All
front.
right. So which part of this photo is the problem area?
The rotten weakened wood in the corner and by the chimney.
So you're looking at the two slats, if you will, on the right lower portion,
Yes, sir.
and it's just those two?
Yes, sir.
All right. What next?
Next slide. This is 3B. This is a better picture of it. This picture was taken the same elevation off of South 13th Street. This picture was taken 7/11/2024.
All right, so this, which elevation is this one?
Same
Same
elevation.
elevation,
Yes, sir. Same side, same street.
right side of the house.
Yes, sir.
Is it above the previous picture? Where is it in relation to the previous photo?
That's the same picture.
Is, okay,
Yes, sir. It's just the vines and stuff that grew up.
go back to the previous photo then? So this and the next one are the same picture?
Yes, sir. I just slid over a little bit. The chimney is blocking it now.
Okay, go back to 3B. All right, so this
Yes,
is to the
Yes, sir.
left of the
Yes.
previous one?
Yes, sir.
And what's deteriorated there? Just put some words on this.
The bottom of the but under the window.
So I'm looking at the extreme right side,
Yes, sir.
underneath the window casing.
Yes, sir. Beside
And
the
on the
chimney.
two slats below the window casing.
Yes, sir.
And those need to be replaced and
Yes.
painted. Okay? What next?
Next slide. This is the west side of the wall. This is beside the first window. And it's a rotten weakened wood deteriorating paint.
Right, so this is the other side of the house?
Yes, sir.
I mean, the left side as you look at it from the front.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what needs to be done there? Just replace the
Replace the slide.
slat next
Yes,
to the
sir.
window casing?
Yes, sir.
The window casing, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Next slide.
there's one slat there, okay.
Yes, sir. This is picture 4B. This picture was taken 7/11/2024. Same picture.
So what's the plywood piece? Is that a problem?
Yes, it's exposed.
So what needs to be
It need
done?
to be painted or stained.
So that's not a rotten, it's,
No, sir.
even though it's inconsistent with the siding on
Yes,
the
sir.
other, it just needs to be painted a consistent color.
Yes, sir.
All
Or
right.
stained. Next slide.
What next?
This is a picture. This picture was taken 4/30/2024. This is 5A. Deteriorating paint, rotten weakened wood. The trash and debris is gone now. You'll see that in 5B that the trash and debris is gone.
All right.
Next slide, Chris.
And this is which side of the house?
The left side of the house.
On the left side?
Yes, sir.
As you look at it from the front?
Yes.
All right.
This picture was taken 7/11/2024 with deteriorating paint and rotten weakened wood.
So what's the violation? What are all the violations are? Deteriorating paint is talking about all of it, part of
Yes,
it?
yes, sir. And the rotten weakened wood beside the window. And like I said, the trash and debris is gone. That's why I took that
Make
one.
sure I'm clear. The whole side of the
Yes,
house
sir.
needs to be painted?
Yes, sir.
All right. But they don't have to replace those plywood boards?
No, sir. They can paint them.
But you do have to replace the slat
With the rotten
immediately to the right of the rear window casing.
Yes, sir.
All right. Next,
That's it.
that's it. All right, so as I understand it, you're requesting finding of a violation of two ordinances, one dealing with deteriorating paint, which is basically where the paint is deteriorated on the front and both left and right sides of the house, and bring the paint into a consistent color. Don't have to repaint the entirety of it as long as it's consistent.
Yes, sir.
All right. And as to the rotten wood, you've got on a gable. You've got, and several places where there are some rotten siding
Yes, sir.
pieces that need to be replaced.
Yes, sir.
Especially the siding piece next to this window casing in this photo. So
Yes.
basically some rotten wood and then to bring the property into a consistent paint color.
Yes, sir.
All right. Can we turn the air down just a bit? I know you might be trying to save money, but. All right. Ms. Chandler, is this news to you? Have you talked with the city before about this?
No, this is the first of my understanding when I received the notifications in the mail.
All right. So this is your opportunity to respond to what the city has presented and presenting the evidence or testimony you may have. I mean, I'm looking at it and I can see where the city talking about there are some rotten wood sections of the house and there are some inconsistencies in the paint coverage, obviously. The city's not requiring that you replace these plywood sheets that I'm looking at in this photo, which is 5B. They just want them painted a consistent color and just have the rotten wood replaced.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any issues with that?
I do not have any issues. As soon as I was notified of the information, I sent someone out to clean up the debris, as you can see. And on Monday, I have someone coming out to address the siding issues. It's just been a challenge I've talked to several people, but getting people to actually show up and kind of do the work. You can also see from April, the pictures in April, that we had the roof fully replaced. So we are fully assured that we have the capacity, the finances, the resources to get this job done. It's just a matter of complying by getting people to come out and actually complete the job for us. But
Well, if you're in agreement that it needs to be done, the question then becomes, how long is it going to take? The city is recommending what, Mr. Green?
120 days.
120 days would be November 13th. Do you think you can get the work done by that time?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's pretty fair. And so you know, there's no fine that accrues today. The only
Okay.
fine that would begin would be on November 14th if
Yes,
there's
sir.
not compliance. So you need to make sure you stay in touch with Mr. Green. Do you two know how to get in touch with each other?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you got telephone numbers and
I talked to her on the phone.
Okay, so you can talk with each other. As soon as you get the property brought into compliance, please let Mr. Green know and keep him updated on progress.
Yes,
Because you
sir.
don't want to come around on November 14th and have no communication and no work done. Because then it's going to start charging $50 a day. It's $25 a violation per day.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so they really don't want your money. They just want some compliance and they've given you some time to do it. And you've got some work to do, but it's not, I've seen worse by far in terms of trying to get this done. So unless you've got something else, I'm going to
No,
go
sir.
ahead and issue an order finding a violation of section 30-169 of the city code due to deteriorating paint on 3 sides of the house and then some rotten wood also on those 3 sides of the house, and require that the owner bring the property into compliance no later than the end of business on November 13th, 2024. That's 120 days from today. And if you do that, there will be no fine. But however, if there is lack of compliance on either one of the ordinances, a fine will accrue beginning on November 13th, November 14th, 2024, at $25 per day per violation. So if you fix one of them and not the other one, it's $25. But if
Okay.
you don't fix either of them, it's $50. If you fix both of them, there's none. And you won't have to come back here. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All
Sounds
right.
good.
Unless you have anything else, I want to thank you for coming today.
You're welcome.
All right. Thank you very much.
You too. Bye.
All right. Next one is the Olive Street. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And do we have someone here who's spotted? Please
Yes.
come forward. We're going to call case number 2024-59, property located at 1016 Olive Street. Owner is listed in the care of Daniel Woods Jr. Are you he, Daniel Woods? You are Daniel Woods Jr.? Okay, and are you the owner of the property at Olive Street? Your aunt owns it? All right, could you raise your right hand for me? I swear you do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you should give today to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? All right. Is this property in the name of your mother or someone who's now deceased?
Yeah.
Okay, so it hasn't gone through probate to try to establish which one of the heirs may own the property.
Yeah,
That's correct?
yes, sir.
Okay, and that happens. You're not the only one that has this difficulty. It can be quite a puzzle to solve for attorneys and the courts in getting it done. However, yours is the name apparently on the property collector and tax.
Yes,
Property
yes.
appraiser tax collector's rolls. Is that
Yes, sir.
correct, Mr.?
Yes, sir.
All right, and Mr. Woods, how did you get notice of the hearing today?
A notice hanging on my door.
A notice on your door?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and Mr. Green, did you attempt to send a certified letter?
Yes, sir.
And what happened with that letter?
It never came back, never was
It
signed.
came back, okay. Just so you know, it looks like, just make sure I got it, this is, the actual title of the property is the heirs of Francis L. Williams,
Yes.
care of Daniel Woods Jr.
Ashford Francis was my mother's oldest daughter.
That's fair. And somehow you got put on as perhaps, someone to contact or an heir
Well-
that hasn't been established yet. So the address where they sent this was to the 1016 Olive Street, Palatka, Florida, 32177 address. Is that your address?
Yes, sir.
Okay, but you didn't remember getting the mail there.
No, I
All
never.
right.
These other heirs come to their mailbox. They don't live there. They got mail coming in. They do stuff to hinder me.
All right.
So,
But you are here, but you got notice by posting.
yes, sir.
All right, very good. You're here. That's the
Yes,
important
sir.
part. You get a chance to participate and hear what's going on. All right, I think we've settled the due process issue. So the city has made a claim. This is pretty straightforward it appears at the beginning. We'll see what transpires. Of section 30-171 regarding broken windows.
Yes,
of the
sir.
City code. And that provision provides that every broken, cracked, or missing window should be repaired, replaced with glass. All windows must fit tightly and have sashes of proper size and design. And that's all they have cited. Mr. Green, do you have some demonstrative evidence for us?
Yes, sir.
Did you take the photographs you're about to show us?
Yes, sir.
And do the photographs accurately represent the condition of the property on the date in which you took them?
Yes, sir.
All right, please proceed.
He had other violations, but he cleared them up and this was the only one left. Next slide. This is just a general picture of the house, the location of the house.
All right, and this is which picture?
This is 1016 Olive Street.
16.
Next slide. This is picture 1A.
And that's the view from Olive Street?
Yes, sir.
All right,
And this picture was taken from Olive Street.
this is 1A?
Yes, 1A. This picture was taken 3/22,
So
2024.
this is the front elevation?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
And so you got a broken window?
Up
All
top
the
and
windows
bottom.
broken there? Hang on, you'll get a chance. I want to make a clean record. So the entire window's broken
Yes.
there? All right, what else?
1B, next slide.
Sorry?
I was saying next slide.
Okay,
This is the picture was taken 7/12/2024. This picture 1B.
is this different window?
You know, it's the same one.
Same window,
Yes.
okay. This is again, the Olive Street elevation.
Yes, sir. Next slide.
All right, next.
This is from North 11th Street. This is the west side of the house.
And the top window is
Yes,
broken?
the top one is broken. And this
So
picture,
the previous one, both were broken. This one, the top one's broken.
yes, sir.
Okay. What next?
Next slide.
Which
This-
window is this?
This is, I got them pictures mixed up, but this is still on the front of the house and it's the right side of the house.
So this is another window in the
Yes, sir.
front.
Yes, sir.
And are both panes or one pane broken?
One, the top one, the
Top
one
one's
pane at
broken.
the top.
So I've got one with both broken and two with one with both broken and two with one broken.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Next. This is the other picture they posted been in. This is the picture from North 11th Street. This picture was taken 3/22.
So this is a different window.
Yes,
yet.
sir.
That makes three
Yes, sir.
with one window pane broken.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Next slide. And this picture was taken 7/12/2024. This is 3B. This picture was
Same,
taken.
same photos,
Yes.
same window as previous.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And it's the top pane that's broken.
Okay. What
Next
else?
slide. Ms. Lamb. That's it.
Is it? All right. Mr. Woods, the city wants someone to repair the windows on the property. Looks like they have 4 of them. And it looks like there are 5 window panes that need to be replaced.
4.
Well, there were one with 2, is that correct? The
One-
first one had both of them gone?
One of them,
I'm sorry?
one of them had one gone, the other one had,
All right, I misunderstood. I thought the first one, they were both gone.
no,
So 4 of them,
yes, sir.
each of the 4 has 1 pane missing.
Yes, sir.
4 window panes need to be replaced.
Already done purchased them, sir, and if you could flick back through it to the big double pane, the biggest window in the front room,
Yeah, he got that
Window.
one fixed.
I already purchased glass from Benny Glass, so I have been, trying to keep things up. These windows were broken out by family members and other people of my family. Keep me in a predicament financially, but I have took the time. I'm on fixed income. I'm 100% disabled.
And I appreciate that very much. I know it's
Yes, sir.
difficult.
But I have purchased the glass. If you can flick back to the big picture, you'll see the bottom one has been replaced. I replaced that one the first when he came and left a notice on the door. The one was replaced.
Well, have you two been
Yeah.
talking about this before?
Yes,
you
sir.
brought the
I
notice?
know Dave. I know him well, sir.
The last one.
Well, let me ask you,
Right there, sir.
usually, well, here's what happens. Usually, these cases don't get in front of me unless
Yes, sir.
there's been some slowness
Yes,
in
sir.
trying to get something
Yes, sir.
done. So you've
Well,
been talking to each other before you served notice
Yes,
on it?
sir. Yes, sir. And I've been
Why-
trying
What was going so slowly here, Mr. Green?
finances.
Finances, and this bill, like I said, it's been February.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
I
but
have-
did you know he had bought the window panes?
No, sir. He
Right.
just brought the one of the pains with me.
You need to
too.
talk to each
Right.
other about this. That would help a lot.
Yes, sir.
Because really, like I said, the city doesn't want anybody's money. They just want
Right. I
compliance with it.
understand.
So what your testimony is today is, yes, there are 4 window panes broken, and
Yes,
yes,
sir.
you bought the glass.
Yes, sir.
You just need to get them installed.
Yes, sir. I got the glue and everything. I just gotta get somebody to help me. That's
Is there
all.
some reason why you can't get this done in the next 60 days?
I should have done.
All right, because the city's asking for 60 days until September 14th.
I will have it done.
All right. Because if you don't, the city wants to start charging $25 a day as a
I
fine, so
understand.
you don't want to do that.
No, sir.
All
I
right.
can't afford it.
Anything else you want to add to this?
No,
All
sir.
right. Based on the evidence and testimony, therefore, we're going to find it appropriate to find a violation of section 30-171 of the city's municipal code regarding broken windows due to the presence of 4 panes of glass on 4 separate windows in the front and left and right elevations of the house located at 1016 Olive Street. Based on that evidence testimony, we're going to find it appropriate to enter an order finding a violation and requiring that the owner bring the property into compliance by replacing the broken panes within 60 days of today's hearing, that is by the end of business on September 14th, 2024. In the event of non-compliance, a fine of $25 per day shall commence on September 15th, 2024. Got to get all 4 of them fixed.
Yes, sir.
by
I
that
only
time.
got 3 more to go.
All right.
But there's
You-
pains in
you
my
know,
house.
Make sure you guys have a good mailing address if you can get it, and you know how to contact Mr. Greenback?
Yes,
Does
sir.
he know how to contact you?
Yes, sir.
Make sure you get in touch with him when there's compliance.
Yes, sir. Will
right.
do.
Anything else?
No, sir.
All right, thank you for coming.
Thank
can
you.
go from there. Have you got a good address on him?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
That's the only
All
thing I
right,
gotta
make sure you got a good address.
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, you're gonna be posting stuff again.
hang on.
All right. All right, final case. Looks like we have a case for second review. This is case number 2023-041. Property owner appears to be BTO Development LLC. Is that correct, Ms. Love?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
And this is a case alleging violation of 30-169. There's already been an order.
This is second hearing, sir.
Second hearing, there's been an order previously signed regarding the property. Have you had any, let me ask first of all, is anyone here who is a representative of BTO Development LLC? Seeing and hearing no one and doing some due process diligence. Looks like the address of record is 9172 Northwest 41st Manor, Coral Springs, Florida 33035. Is that correct?
That's correct, sir.
Did you get a green card back from the certified letter
I
mailing?
did, sir.
Who signed it?
It's gonna be Karen House.
Okay, so you do have one that came back, and one in the file was issued. Do you know who that is?
She's one of the property managers.
Have you talked with her?
I have spoke with several, I spoke with, Christy Moore, and I've also spoke with the contractor in reference to this case. I have had contact with them. They did attempt to pull a permit and they have submitted stuff for approval on the permit, but they have yet to provide contractor's license and payment. So it's been over a year and the permit still has not been approved and no work's been done.
So I noticed the fines have gone up to $10,475 in that time.
Yes,
Are they aware? Do they
They're-
understand all of this is happening? And
Last I spoke with them, they were aware of the fines. The contractor said he was trying to get everything submitted so they could start working, and that was the last. I did try to contact them prior to this, and they did not return my calls.
all right, so show me, you got some demonstrative evidence, show me the condition of the property today.
Yes, sir, I
Did
did.
you take the photographs you're about to show us?
Yes, sir, I
And
did.
do they accurately represent the condition of property on the date in which you took them?
Yes, sir.
All right, show me and highlight if you can the differences, if any, between the time we entered the last order, which was when? Been over a year?
Yes, sir. It was March 21st, 2023. We had
All right.
our first hearing.
So they've had over a year, working on a year and a half toward making some improvements.
That's correct,
All
sir.
right, so show me what you have, please.
So basically, for the record, this is case number 2023-041, 217-219 Mimosa Drive, Palatka, Florida, 32177. And this is going to be the first photo that was taken February 27th, 2023, roofing in disrepair. This is going to be 2A of the original photo.
All right,
And if you'll go to the next photo, please. This is going to be condition as is now, 3A. It was taken on July 15th, 2024, yesterday, and it's visible from Mimosa Drive. And if you can see where the arrows are pointing, the one to the left, it is in worse condition now. There's more of a hole in the roof. And then on the right side, there's still no roof.
okay. So as the condition, I presume the condition without a roof hasn't changed much, but has the part with the roof deteriorated any?
So the one that the roof has been missing, that pretty much hasn't changed. The one on the left side now has become worse.
Okay, holes gotten larger.
The hole has gotten larger and some of the wood has fallen through the roof.
Okay, very good. Next.
So this is just another version of the house that was taken on March 20th, 2023, 2B from the original case. You can see where on the right side, which is considered 219 of the duplex, there's no roof. On the left side, you can see where basically that's just the condition it was in. It's just had some of the roof was in disrepair.
Okay. Next.
Next slide, please. So if you're currently looking at the photo that was taken yesterday, July 15th, which would be considered 3B, you can still see where the right side, the roof is missing. And then I actually wanted to show you where the holes now are on the left side.
A continued deterioration of the roof.
That's correct, sir.
All right. Next.
And that should be it, Mr. Eddie.
All right, and so they've gone through the process of applying for a permit, but they've haven't followed up on some of the expensive parts. Is that what we're saying?
That's correct. I know it's a contractor issue, but now they are no longer keeping up with the grass. There's some other things that they just have not communicated with me on, and I have reached out several times.
Is demolition a solution to this problem?
Honestly, sir, at this point with their permit was they were wanting to fix the structure.
Right.
Special Magistrate Brown, this is on the city's identified list of abatement properties, and we will be pursuing summary order abatement through the city manager for demolition.
Very good. So basically, the ball's in their court, but city's looking for their lien today.
Correct, sir. City's looking for official lien to be put on the property of 217 and 219 Mimosa Drive.
All right, last call for anyone representing BTO Development LLC. Seeing and hearing no one, we find the due process has been satisfied, that we do have a signed green card, and that the city has been in communication with the representatives of the corporate owner regarding the issue. That there's been apparently some effort, although a discontinued effort, to try to satisfy the requirements of the order finding a violation, which was entered March of last year, it looks like.
Yes, sir.
And, but that as of to date, there's been no actual progress on addressing the violations. The violations continue with regard to the missing roof on one part of the house, and it looks like the deteriorating roof on the left side of the house, is viewed from the front, appears to be worsening, and so there's been no improvement whatsoever. Based on that evidence and testimony and the existence of satisfied due process, we think it's appropriate to enter an order placing an official lien on the property located at 217-219 Mimosa Drive, Palatka, Florida 32177. This total fines of today, that's a correct as of today's day, $10,475.
That's correct, sir. That's today's date.
And fines will continue to accrue at the rate of $25 per day until satisfaction or payment, correct?
That's correct, sir.
Right. Anything else?
No, sir, that's it.
Any further business?
No,
We
sir.
shall conclude the proceedings before the special magistrate. It looks like at 2:06.